What is up, guys? ClimaxCombo here, back with another video. I'm Licious Kid.
I'm Checkers.
And today we have our top 10 favorite cards for the new English exclusive Guilty Gear Strive set.
Ooh.
The set is very standard, just 100 cards, trial decks, all 4 colors, nothing too fancy. But yeah, in this video, we're going to talk about our top 10 favorite cards, not the top 10 best cards. We try to mix up the list with fun and spicy stuff and strong cards just to keep the list a little more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But without further ado, let's get to it. For our number 10, we have this 3-2 Mei. She's got a couple effects. When it's placed from hand to stage, you may heal. Second effect, when this card attacks, if you have the choice climax in your climax area, you can pay 2, put one card from your hand into the waiting room, and put one Guilty Gear character from your memory into the waiting room. If you do, choose one of your characters, and that character is plus 1k and the following ability until the end of the turn, where this ability activates up to once per turn. When the damage dealt by this card is cancelled, you may deal 2 damage to your opponent 2 times.
Damn.
It is a lot of damage if they cancel.
Yeah.
But you do have to pay the cost before you know they're going to cancel. And it's kind of a lot. Pay 2, ditch 1, and then send the character from memory to waiting room.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really see someone getting off more than 2 of these in one turn, especially because you got to play the maze. So it's a pretty expensive card, but the payoff is good if they cancel.
Yeah, against certain decks,
Mm-hmm.
could be good.
It does get owned by
money
money counter backups.
Yeah.
So there's ways to play around it. It has high payoff, so the potential is there. Maybe if people make like a cheeky standby deck with this, standby her out, can make it a lot more playable.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very much more devastating, or like it's devastating if it hits. So I think it's good. And the whole cost of choosing a character in memory into the waiting room, that's going to be like a recurring theme in Guilty Gear. So just keep that in mind.
And I think at most, you can only put 2 cards in memory from any of
a lot
cards.
of these sets. A lot of the cards here, yeah, they have restrictions where you can only have 2 at most. So that's a good point. So you're not going to live the dream and get 3 Meis off.
Yeah, it's impossible.
Mm-hmm.
All right. On to number 9. Everyone's true waifu. Not Mei. 3-2 pot. Potemkin. I never said his name.
Oh, like his full name? You always called him Pot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
AK base. This card gets 1k power for each of your other Guilty Gear characters and ClimaxCombo. When this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, you may pay cost, which is pay 3, put 1 card from your hand into your waiting room, and put 1 gold bar climax from your climax area into your waiting room. If you do, choose up to 3 cards in your opponent's waiting room, put them on top of their deck in any order, and deal 4 damage to your opponent.
Wow.
Pretty nasty.
Almost guaranteed lethal. Almost.
Closest you can get to guaranteed lethal.
If this sticks 4 damage, like...
That's a shitload.
Mm-hmm. You're done.
And he's 12k base.
13 with the combo, so
13.
you're probably going to kill something.
Yeah. Much like in pot fashion, he's thick and almost guaranteed to kill you.
That is true. If you do get hit by the super in the game, you're always clenching. You're like, I have 60% of my life. I think I'm good, and then you die. So it'll be like it's very flavorful. It's like, okay, there's 3 characters on top of my deck. I'm gonna cancel. Nope, and then you're like, oh, I'm actually dead. So
goddamn,
it's pretty sick. You do have to kill the climax, so just keep that in mind.
Yep, no multiple ones.
Yeah, no multiple, and then you lose the 1k 1 soul when you right, because it's continuous, right? Mm-hmm. So you lose the 1k 1 soul. So keep that in mind when you want to pop off with pot. The SR art is freaking hilarious. The angle of Soul on top of him. They should have had the picture where he's at the peak of the super climax, or the super where he has the sun, You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that should have been the art. But this one is good.
That's cool too.
Yeah, this one is cool. So it's probably super sick. For our number 8 card, we got this 0/0 Ram. Ramlethal, whatever you want to call her. We call her Ram. 1k power. She's a brainstorm. Pay 1, rest her, middle top 4 every climax you hit. Salvage a character. Her first effect is when you play any climax in your climax area, choose one of your characters. It gets plus 1k power. And if your memory has 1 or less cards, you may choose one of the same Ram, this 0/0 Ram, or this 1/0 Lucifero, Ramlethal's familiar in your way route, and put it to memory. We'll go over that familiar later, but pretty much, as you saw with like the May, and you'll see with other cards later, you do need characters in your memory to get like your strong effects off.
Mhm.
And this Ramlethal just makes it like super easy. Like you really don't need those other cards.
Yeah.
As long as you could just run 4 of these Rams, and then and since she works with any climax, like it's
really good.
easy. Yeah, you'll always have 2 in memory by the end of the game, most likely. Solid brainstorm, and the additional 1k power from playing any climax is like this card is super good, and I think it's gonna be staple for the set.
Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
This is an auto include.
Even then, like you're on 4 brainstorms, like you don't really need more than 1 brainstorm on the field. Just send them to memory and then get that extra compress. You know.
Boomba.
Now, the only thing she's missing is a soul trigger, because why not nowadays?
Oh god.
Oh yeah.
For our number 7, we have this double R Giovanna 1/0. Was one of our cards in our spoiler video.
Oh yeah, the
If you
best
haven't
card we
seen
had.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. 3,500 base. 2 continuous effects. During your turn, if there is a card in your memory, this card gets plus 3k power. And the other effect, if your memory has 2 or more cards, this gets plus 500 power. And the following ability, when this card attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is level 1 or higher, put it into your stock. This Geo is just really strong and synergizes great with the whole set. I mean, the cards in memory, you need that to fulfill some of your combos at the end of the game, the condition for those cards. And she also helps fuel those combos by getting you extra stock throughout the game, on top of being a 7k 1/0 on your turn. So it's like,
for reals,
she's pretty overloaded and just is like a phenomenal sub attacker for these Guilty Gear decks.
maybe you don't even need a level 1 combo in the set.
Ooh.
Just run the Geo.
Oh,
Because low key, these 1/0 combos are
not great.
they're not they're not inspiring us. So maybe just run Geo and just get creative with the other combos.
Mm-hmm.
For number 6, we have this Soul 3/2 10k double R. When this is placed on hand to stage, if you have another Guilty Gear character, you can heal. Second effect, when this attacks, if you have the door in your climax area, if you have 2 or more characters, you may pay cost, or just pay 1, discard a card. If you do, deal 4 damage to your opponents. And lastly, when this card's battle, opponent becomes reversed, you can pay 2, discard a card. If you do, put the top card of your opponent's deck into their clock. So this Soul, just like good old Soul in the game, deals tons of damage
Oh god.
for no reason. I mean, the cost, the door combo, pay 1 ditch to burn 4, pretty standard nowadays. Like what D-Side has that, right? Yoru has that. So
Yo, just pay 1.
oh, Yoru's just pay 1.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that's broken. Never mind.
So yeah, this combo is pretty good.
Not anymore because you got discard a card.
What the hell?
No, it's good. No, it's good. Pay 1 ditch to burn 4. I think that's fair. So pretty standard, but you get the extra juicy effect of possibly clocking them 1 guaranteed damage when he kills something. He's not any stronger than a typical level 3, but it's nice. Your opponent just does have to play around that. And be careful of Soul because he's coming for you. And that last effect is not tied to a combo, so he can just
Oh my
clock.
goodness.
He could clock you 1 damage guaranteed if you're not careful. So
Dang, you could tech him.
yeah, you can tech him.
Shit, and he doesn't need the memory, so you could dedicate your memory combos to something else and then tech him for the.
You can. And if anything, he heals on play. I don't know why he needs a homie to heal on play. He just couldn't just heal. I don't know, but I'm not sure what's going on there. But overall, Soul's sick, and this SEC art is just crazy sick. So yeah, cool card.
Cool. Our number 5 is this 2/1 Zato, 6,500 base. First effect is when this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can pay 1, and if you do, choose 1 2/1 zato, the same zato in your waiting room, put it in any position on your stage, and at the end of your opponent's next turn, put that character into your waiting room. Second effect is at the end of this card's attack, you may pay the cost, which is put 2 cards from your hand into your waiting room, and put 1 Guilty Gear character from your memory into your waiting room. And if you did, reveal the top card of your deck. If that card is a Guilty Gear character, choose one of your 2/1 Zatos in this card and exchange them. So, a lot of text there. What this boils down to is the possibility of double attacking at level 2. Level 2. It's pretty sick. He needs memory, like some of the other cards do. And the whole idea is you play one of these Zatos with his on-play effect in the backstage, in the back row. And then when he attacks, at the end of the attack, you can reveal and swap him with the one you placed in the back row and attack with that one. So, pretty cool. And yeah, it's just pretty unique. Not sure if we've seen something like this before.
A non-climax combo reliant double attacker at level 2 that kills himself at the end of it. It's and the one that's not gonna die, you just put in the back row, and then it stays around for next turn.
Oh baby!
Oh, but it's pretty freaking unique. There's no combo needed for this.
He's crazy weak.
Yeah, but you don't need any stock. You just need a shitload of hand to get his effect off. So it's pretty cool.
So tight.
Use it with the gold bar, and then it's continuous. So the one that's coming up front, it's gonna get the extra souls. So
that's crazy.
Yeah. So
Hololive had that 6 attacks.
The 6 attacks,
and that was just too much.
Yeah, but 5 attacks level 2, right?
Ooh,
that seems okay.
You can definitely do that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So sick.
I don't know. It's pretty sick. I like this.
All right, so for our number 4. We have this 1/0 Faust, 3,500 base. He is an assist, 500 in front assist. Second effect is a startup. You pay cost, which is put 1 Guilty Gear character from your memory into your waiting room and rest this card. And then you reveal the top card of your deck. And depending on what that card is, you get a certain effect. So the first one is, if this card is a climax, choose 1 card in your opponent's waiting room and put it on top of their deck. If the reveal card is level 0 or lower character, all of your characters get plus 1k power until the end of your turn. If the card is level 1, choose one of your characters and that character gets plus 4k power until the end of your turn. If it was level 2, put the top card of your deck into your clock.
What? What? It doesn't heal you? Oh my god.
And level 3, put the bottom card of your deck into your stock.
Ooh.
So it's pretty cool. Much like Faust. What move is this?
This is super before he nuts you in the wheelchairs you in the nuts.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The super always doesn't have like a random effect though, right?
No.
Weird. Because I thought like the shit he throws out is
item
random,
toss is
right?
random, yeah.
I guess they were just trying to put the flavor on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty cool.
Pretty sick card.
Most of the effects are pretty neat.
Only the level 2 one sucks ass.
The level 2 one is beast.
That one is awful.
Level 2 you can hurt yourself, but all the other ones
who
are
are
cool.
level 2s anymore? Level 2 is garbage.
Yep. Just make sure you don't run any. Easy.
Yeah, and then
Dude, if you get level 3, you get extra stock for no reason.
that one's pretty good, not gonna lie.
You don't really have to pay stock or hand. You just rest it every turn. You just have to make sure you're getting stuff in memory.
With the 0/0 ram in the back and then him in the other row, you could it's like a loop. You just every time you play climax, send ram, next turn put her back, same turn, send her out.
Dude.
This
is tight.
Make like a level 0 deck. Give all your characters constant 1k. Ooh. Or level 1. With the Geo plus 4k, get more stock. Dang. See? And then you don't run any 2s, just run all the early drop level 3s. And then you win.
Yep.
You cannot outvalue this Faust. And he's 500 in front assist, worst case.
This is a really sick card.
It's funny. I like very fitting of Faust too, so it's great. It's funny. For our number 3, it's gonna be a doozy. We got 3 cards here. First one is 3/2 Eno, 10/5 base combos. When this plays on hand to stage or by the ability of Happy Chaos, which we'll go over in a bit, you may choose one of the specific door in your waiting room, return it to your hand. When this attacks, if you have that same door in your climax area, if you have 2 or more characters, choose one of the following effects and perform it. You can either A, this card gets plus 1500 power until the end of your opponent's next turn. You can return all cards in your opponent's waiting room to their deck. If they do, shuffle it. Or you can pay 2, deal 2 damage to your opponent. Not that cool at first, but let's go over this Faust. Or not Faust, I'm sorry, Happy Chaos. So we have this 2/1 Happy Chaos. 500 power, pretty beast. You can play this card can be played from your hand without fulfilling color requirement. Second effect, when this is placed on stage from your hand, you may put 1 card from your hand to the waiting room. If you do, search for 1/1 Oscar. The specific Oscar, reveal to your opponent, add it to your hand, and shuffle your deck. Lastly, as a startup, you can put this card and one of those 1/0 Oscars from your station to the waiting room. If you do, choose a 3/2 Eno in your waiting room and put on stage where this card was. Lastly, we'll go over the Oscar. He's not really important. He's just part of the combo. He's a 1/0 1500. He's from the trial deck. I don't know why they split it from trial deck to booster pack, but this card can be played from your hand without fulfilling color requirements as well. When you use this card as backup, choose one of the battling characters, gets plus 1k power, and then he's a 1k backup. So he's pretty much a 2k backup at 1/0, which is, whatever. Anyways, so the point is, this Eno is pretty cool, but what makes her cooler is that you can summon her at level 1 if you hit level 1 and you stand by out the 2/1 Happy Chaos in the back, of course, because he's 500 power. Then, hopefully, you don't hit level 2, and then you cancel like a god, all 3 attacks, and then you stand. And then, since the 1/0 Oscar can be played at level 1 without fulfilling requirements as well, you play the Oscar, you sack the 2, boom, you bring out 3/2 Eno at level 1. Boom. That's now balanced. Way better than Alex Gear Aegis, whatever that set's called. Yup, way better.
Way better.
But in all seriousness, if you can get her out of level 1, it's pretty scary. I mean, just her being 3/2 10/5 is beast already. They don't have an answer for this Eno. She's gonna run away with the game, honestly. You're not gonna be able to play. The climax combos are pretty good. Plus 300 power to end your opponent's next turn. That's 12k base pretty much. And then constantly making them refresh, constantly making them have a chance of taking damage. That's never good. And then when you feel like they've shuffled the decks enough, you can start paying 2 to deal 2 damage to your opponent to end their lives. So pretty good. All this combo too doesn't require much stock, so you can actually kind of start using the Eno combo as soon as you hit her, bring her out, which, if the situation calls for it, you can. And even her as a standalone level 3 is not bad either, because she pretty much guarantees her own combo, because her first effect works on play normally too. So it's pretty, it's definitely like a whole deck in itself. You got to commit your whole deck to this. Yeah, so it's got potential, I think.
It's super neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
All right, for our number 2, we have these 2 cards. They have the same effect, so we're just going to go over one of them. 1/1 event. There's one for yellow, one for red. Choose one face-up card in your level zone, return it to your hand, and put this card into your level zone. Choose one of your Guilty Gear characters, and that character gets plus 3k power until the end of turn. And the second effect is, if this card is in your level zone, when your character attacks, and if you are level 3 or higher, you may pay the cost, which is pay 4, put 2 cards from your hand into your waiting room, and put this card from face up to face down Counterblast.
Ooh.
If you did, choose one of your characters in battle and stand it. Super sick fucking card. Pay 5. Pay 1 for it.
Yeah, but if you just level up normally, then you don't have to do it.
Oh yeah, that's also true.
Yeah, which is probably ideal.
But it's pretty insane being able to choose any character that you have and make it double attack. It can lead to some crazy outcomes with a lot of these other combos, and it's just really neat.
Very flexible. Sometimes you're like, oh, I'm gonna attack. They're probably not gonna die. Oh shit, he took 6 damage in straight. Like, fuck it, let's go. And then boom, and then you just own them with this event. Nothing we've seen, right? Like counterblasting something in your level zone.
I don't think so.
And like the cost is heavy, but the payoff is huge.
What if you lose the color when it's counterblasted? Is there rulings on this?
Oh yeah, you do lose the color.
That's crazy.
That's sick. It's very all in. Holy shit, you do lose the color.
That's tight.
That is pretty tight. But honestly, if you do this, you're probably like, don't think you're gonna fucking.
Yeah,
you're not. Yeah, this is the end. It's you or them right now. So
it's cool. I really like this card.
Oh yeah, this is like, I want to see this in more sets. Something like the level zone counterblasting. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. It's a cool ass card.
Yeah.
We think this with the 3/2 soul we talked about earlier.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Probably the best candidate because the 3/2 soul combo is very light. Just pay 1 ditch, burn 4 on attack.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, if you only have 1 soul and then you use the combo, use this event, it's kind of like you have 2 souls.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, I only drew 1 soul, play 1 soul, use the event. It's like you had 2 souls attacking. So it's pretty sick. Can't do the clock shoot. You can't do the clock shoot twice, but nope. But
the important part is that he attacks again and he burns again.
Oh yeah,
that's absurd. It's like OP as fuck. And now Pearl's already OP.
No. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, checkers.
Burn 4 attack with 1 fucking card. Dude. Oh my fucking god.
This card is crazy. Mm-hmm.
It's so cool.
On to some honorable mentions before we get to our number 1 card. First of all, we got this Milia 0/0RR, probably the best 0 in the set. 2k base. During your turn, if all your characters are guilty gear, she gets plus 2k. Second effect, at the beginning of your opponent's attack phase, if there is a character facing her, you can move her to an open slot of your center stage. So she only runs away, doesn't run in front. But 4k base on your turn, your opponent's going to have to commit 3 characters to killing her. And so many zeros are so weak, maybe the 3rd character can't even kill her. So, you know,
4k.
My Uma Musume deck can't kill this shit, so she's going to destroy me.
4k pseudo runner kind of is like, it's guaranteed to win.
It's pretty good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
For our next honorable mention, we do have a pair of cards. These 1/0 Leos. The first one, Leo Stance Cancel, 1500 base. During your turn, this gets plus 5500 power, and the following ability: when this card's battle opponent becomes reversed, look at the top card of your deck and put it on top of your deck or into the waiting room. Second effect: at the beginning of your opponent's draw phase, you may pay cost, which is put this card into your waiting room, and if you do, choose the other Leo 1/0 Brynhilder Stance in your waiting room and put it on stage, in the stage position that this card was in, and that character gets 2500 power until the end of your turn. The other Leo is 4500 base. At the beginning of the encore step, if you do not have another rested character in your center stage, you may pay the cost, which is pay 1, and if you did, rest this card. And the second effect is a change effect. At the beginning of your climax phase, you can put this card into your waiting room, and if you did, choose that 1/0 Leo Stance Cancel in your waiting room and put it in the stage position that this card was in. Pretty cool, pretty neat card. It's kind of like Spy Family.
It is like Spy Family.
Changing, but it's pretty neat. He's switching stances and getting different benefits from it. The first Leo is obviously the one you're gonna try to play first, and if not, I mean, it's not that big a deal. The other one's still 5500 base. One for offense, one for defense. Yeah. Yeah, one for offense, one for defense. This one, the first one is
7k base.
Yeah, 7k base which is great for a 1-0. And you get the chance to mill a card if you want for killing something, so it's pretty cool. And then when you switch out, the other Leo is
Also 7K base.
also 7K base. So 7K 1-0, I mean, forever. That's kind of what this means.
107K on defense is like pretty good nowadays because all these 1-0s are like only strong on offense. So, you know, he's good on defense. And he's got the pseudo encore. So he's one of them's guaranteed to survive.
Yeah. You definitely have the option to just back up with your 2K backup.
Ooh,
that's 9K.
With the Oscar backup mayhaps. Oh, and then you use the first Leo to mill out the Happy Chaoses into your waiting room to stand by.
I wasn't thinking that far.
Getting juicy here.
But yeah, I think the level 1s are pretty cool here. And
very flavorful of Leo as well.
Yeah. For our last honorable mention, we have this level 3 Soul from the TD. 10-5 base. When this card is placed on stage from your hand, you can put one card from your hand into your waiting room. And if you did, choose one Climax in your waiting room, return it to your hand. And this card gets plus 1k power until the end of the turn. Second effect is when this card attacks, you may pay the cost, which is pay 2, ditch 2 Guilty Gear characters, and put one Guilty Gear character or this event from the TD, Birthday Memories, from your memory into your waiting room. And if you did, deal 5 damage to your opponent. This is a pretty cool TD card because there's a lot of things going on with it. You can grab climaxes, which is pretty sick. But on top of that, he has a burn effect without a climax combo. It's pretty heavy. And you require something from memory to go into your waiting room, not necessarily that event from the TD. But still, it's a really cool card. And as we've seen with some of the other combos, you can at most only do 2 anyways. So if for some reason you have extra stock and extra hand and resources, you can use it on this Soul for an extra ping. So it's overall, it's just a really cool TD card.
You can't use the double attacking event if you're balling out of control.
Hell yeah.
With a million stock. But no, this card is sick. The off combo that deal 5, it's a lot, but it's off combo, and if it sticks, it's game over. And for our number 1 card in the set, it's going to be the level 3 Ram Climax combo. So Ram, she has a couple effects. When this card attacks, reveal the top card of your deck. If that is an event or Guilty Gear character, you may deal 1 damage to your opponent. Second effect combos with the gold bar. When the gold bar is placed in the climax area, if she's in your center stage, you can put 1 Guilty Gear character from your memory into your waiting room. If you do, this card gets plus 3k power until the end of the turn and perform the following 2 actions. Declare your deck or your waiting room. Search the zone you declared for up to 1 1-0 Lucifero Ramlethal's Familiar and put it onto any position of your stage. If you declare your deck, shuffle your deck. So pretty much, actually we'll go over the 1-0 first. So next, the 1-0 35 Lucifero's Ramlethal's Familiar. 2 effects at the beginning of your attack phase. If there is a climax in your climax area, he gets plus 2,500 power and plus 1 soul until the end of the turn. Second effect, when this card attacks with the gold bar in your climax area, if you have the level 3 Ram in the middle position of your center stage, you can pay 2, discard a card. If you do, deal 3 damage to your opponent, and this card gets plus 6k until the end of the turn. So this combo is pretty insane. Like,
I would go as far as saying it is overloaded as hell.
It's pretty freaking good. So you only need 1 Ram and a gold bar to get the full nut off.
Yep.
You play it, you get out 2 of the 1-0s. They come out from anywhere, so as long as they're not in your memory or in your stock, you'll bring out 2. The fact that these 1-0s are 2 soul base with a climax is really good already. And you just pay 2, ditch 1 when he attacks to burn 3, and he gets plus 6k, so he's like 12k base plus 1k with the 1k one. He's 13k. Like, that's crazy. And your Ram is also pretty much 13k base or 14 with the combo. So you're gonna wipe their board, like, and then potentially deal ass tons of damage. Like, this whole combo is only 6 stock, ditch 2, and then you could pay the stock as you attack. It's pretty good. And the 1-0 is, don't forget, is also the target for the 0-0 Ram Brainstorm we talked about earlier. So he has good synergy with that. And this 1-0 is really good in the early game too, because it pretty much has a climax combo, it being 6k base with the combo and +1 soul. Like the +1 soul makes it pretty overtuned.
It's with any climax too.
With any climax.
It's like crazy.
It's crazy, dude. Like this
scales so well.
It scales a little too well, in my opinion. Not too well, but it's really solid. Like even if you only get one of like the Luciferos off, it's still not bad. You're gonna wipe the whole board. It wasn't that much stock. Don't forget Ram pings one on attack if you reveal a Guilty Gear character. So
you're pretty much getting 6 attacks with just 1 Ram and 1 climax. You know?
Yes, you are getting 6 attacks.
Luciferos.
Yes, and then
what the fuck? And they both burn 3.
They both burn 3, and Ram burns 1. So you're hitting a lot of good numbers, all over the place.
If you have a shitload of stock,
use it with the event.
Either restand the Lucifero and burn another 3, or restand the Ram for a costless ping 1.
That's not balanced.
It's too much.
It's
a lot of damage.
It is. It's pretty unique too, I think. Summoning out 2 level 1s that are pretty much level 3s. It's pretty cool. And the level 1s are doing the big damage and not the level 3. Pretty fitting of Ram, since Ram doesn't really touch you. It's more the familiars with the swords. So I don't know. It's so cool. It's crazy. It's like
it's crazy.
This is like the tightest combo, we think. Like, and probably maybe the best combo too.
Yeah, I would bet on it.
I'd say this is probably level 3 of choice, and it's only a rare too, which is also kind of insane.
Yeah, what the hell?
Why is it a rare?
This is absurd. It's crazy.
Yeah. So.
Well, what a way to round it out.
Overall, Guilty Gear, I think it's some of the cards are misses, but some of the cards are like hits. There's some pretty powerful cards in the set. The set is very flavorful, if anything. Like we talked about the Ram, the Pot, the Soul, the Milia. A lot of flavorful cards. So they did a good job with the set, I think. Yeah.
Overall, it is a really cool set. And I mean, like you said in the video, the previous video, a ton of explosive options, a lot of explosive combos.
I forgot I said that.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like very fitting of the game. You know?
Just extreme aggro, balls to the walls.
Just heavy hitting. Dude.
Yup. You explode or I explode. In this case, they're probably going to explode with the lethal combos. Dude, like, just set up all the stock with the 1-0 Geo, and then you have so many ways to finish. Like,
yeah, there's definitely potential for this build.
Yeah.
I think you know, it's gonna fuck up the English.
You think so? I don't know the English meta well enough, but
I don't know. Maybe Avatar was broken. I'm not too sure.
Avatar, maybe, because we all know how Ruby went. So.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, but I think no, this is a really cool set. It's really seems a lot of fun. So I don't know. We'll see how Guilty Gear Strive goes. But I think that's it for this video, guys. If you guys are gonna make Guilty Gear Strive yourself, let us know what you guys are brewing. But that's it for this one, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Peace.